The darkness grows while we stand about.
Hey guys, so yeah, welcome back. I'm just going to be leveling my Necromancer to level 70, and that's a bit weird. The window's missing. The dialogue. Ooh, that looks, yeah. Tyrael was gone. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to the window's back. We're going to be leveling to level 70, where we can finally wear some of the sweet gear, these set items that have been introduced. Yeah, in the meantime, through the grinding levels, I managed to pick up something quite cool. I think this will be quite an important legendary item. Obviously, we need level 71, but you know, where now you can raise 2 skeletal mages instead of just 1, which makes your casts even more efficient. So I haven't hit level 70 yet, so I don't have the full extent of all the different runes, but in the meantime, some of the choices I've made for example, Bone Spike, I've gone for the Path of Bones, which has seriously the coolest, and look at that. It's the coolest animation you ever see. So it gives you that range. Of course, it doesn't stun like the sudden impact, but what it does do is it goes up an entire line, which not only does it look awesome, it hits a lot of stuff. It gives you that range, so you could let your minions do your work while you're off in the distance and you know, hitting stuff. And the good news is that the further the you know, trash mobs are away from you, the more damage they'll deal. So if they're closer to you, they'll deal less damage, or if they're further away from you, they'll deal a bit more. My right click skill, I've gone for the Corpse Explosion, which I think is pretty cool because it doesn't cost anything to activate. Yes, you could say corpses are a cost, but then again, killing stuff with the other skills will generate corpses. So to me, it's kind of like a free-ish activation and damage dealer. So I've gone for, so there's all these different runes here as well. I've decided to go for the Dead Cold rune, which basically freezes all enemies caught in the explosion for 2 seconds. I'm only playing on Torment 1 at the moment, as you guys can see up here. I don't know if this is going to hold up in Torment 6, and whether it's actually going to hold up in, you know, grifting and all the like really endgame content. So, but I mean, it's been really a long time since I played Diablo 3. I can't remember any of that endgame content like really well, and I don't know what the meta is now. I don't know what's to expected. So in the meantime, while I'm leveling, I'm just kind of using this Dead Cold rune, and it seems to be working out well. It helps trap. It helps stop bosses, and you know, it's basically a stun. You know, a freeze is as good as a stun, but yeah. So over on to my first skill here, I've gone for Skeletal Mage because they're cool and they go pew pew. For the different runes, I was actually rolling with the Skeleton Archer for a while, which is really cool. Basically, they increase your attack speed, and they also give mobs a debuff because, you know, it's cold damage, and yeah, that made one of my other skills do more damage to passive. But having said that, once I got that unique ring I was talking about, this one here, the Circle of Niluge? I can only assume that's a J at the end. Circle of Niluge, where it generates now 2 Skeletal Mages instead of 1. That sounded pretty good. That's like a, you know, 2 for the price of 1 kind of thing going. And so I decided to go for the Risen Mages, leave a corpse behind when they die or expire. So My rationale right now is that I can get more corpses a lot quicker, even if I can't kill enemies quickly. So that will, increase the overall damage output. So, shut up, Templar. I'm explaining stuff, unless you want to take over. So anyway, that's the one I've gone for now. Of course, probably this could be like really useless later on, but we'll see how. I've still kept the command skeletons. I dropped the command golem. I'll explain why later, but basically, for the different runes here, I went for the freezing grasp. Just testing it out. I know I already have a freeze with corpse explosion, but we could always do it with more CC, I guess. This commands them to explode. I went for, I think, dark mending for a while. It was okay. Frenzy and I don't think there's like any one you can really go wrong with per se, but maybe the fact that this is cold will mean that it just sucks balls in Grifting or Torment 6, where everything is like immune to cold, or I don't know, fire. I think it's one of the worst. Right, so we got Army of the Dead. I took this over Command Golem just because it gives you that burst damage. The 120 seconds is really bad at the moment. It's like, every 2 minutes you get to use it once. So, I mean, if you're playing for an hour, that means really you only get to use it 30 times if you're playing non-stop and running into all the champion and elite mobs. So every minute you're not using it, you're kind of like wasting it. So of course that's where the set where the set comes in, the one that we're going to be trying out later as well. Basically, one of the set effects is your minions have a chance to reduce the cooldown of Army of the Dead by 1 second each time they deal damage. So we'll see how that stacks up. Maybe you just gotta go like super full retard minion build where you just spam the bejesus out of minions and they just reduce your Army of the Dead, and you just keep spamming Army of the Dead, and maybe they'll work out well. In any case, I found the rune that seemed to work the best was Death Valley, because they knock all the affected enemies towards the center. So it's kind of like if you play Demon Hunter, it's that Carrion Charge, I think. I can't remember. It's been too long. That skill where I think it's Stampede or something like that. Anyway, this is much better for keeping the enemies tight into a bunch rather than letting them spread all over the place, which I found was a bit of an issue. Some of the champions can teleport and they run really quickly. If you can't freeze them in place, then your Army of the Dead kind of loses its value, because it is at a targeted location and not like an auto-hitting thing or an aura where it just hits everything around you. So gotta be careful. I was rolling with this for a while in Conventional Warfare. It gave a shit ton of burst damage, really good, but I decided to go with Death Valley in the end. Just seemed to work out better and keep the enemies where I wanted them. Yeah, I haven't gone for these other ones yet. I haven't really tried them out. They didn't look that inspiring to me, so I have not chosen this. Okay, I went for bone armor here just because you don't want to be squishy and easily dead. I mean, I have quite a bit of health here, but ultimately this does deal damage. It's not a lot, it's only 125%, but it does give you that bone armor, which is up to 30% damage reduction if you can hit 10 enemies. Now, the interesting thing I found with this is that it works off like some sort of cooldown timer, right? So it's like 60 seconds. The effect lasts for 60 seconds, but you don't need to hit 10 enemies to refresh that 10 charges. You just need to somehow hit one enemy and it still gives you the 10 charges, provided you charge it up to 10 by hitting 10 enemies at some point in time. So it seems to work well. It's like a 30% damage reduction, which I know can be quite significant in end game content. I just gone with it, so I've only died once so far, the noob that I am, while grinding my character up, and I think bone armor really helps with sustain. Some of these other ones, I mean, there's a lot of them that cost health, which I assume is what you need for the blood build. I don't have the fortitude to try blood build. I think it's pretty intense. Literally, your health orb just goes up and down and up and down and up and down. You just never know when you're just gonna kick the bucket from spending a skill. We'll try it out later for shits and giggles, but I don't imagine it's gonna be something that I would enjoy playing. Yeah, but the concept is cool, but the reality of execution and all that seems a bit to me. Alright, passive skills I've chosen Field for Death. Basically, yeah, when you use your corpse explosion, you increase movement speed, which is great for rifting, rift farming, and extended servitude, which increases the duration of skeletal mages, which is always good, as well as increasing my maximum essence. I had to look over the others, but they were kind of, I think, meant for other builds. I mean, we got this, but this is like a very reactive way of playing, and I've never been a huge fan of the like thorn up your minions and let them get hit to kill enemies kind of thing. Necro passive cheat death, nice. Okay, heal by 10% life hit. So anyway, that's pretty much enough explanation for now. I think we just want to get into the gameplay. So we're gonna open up Rift, and I'm just gonna chew through it as quickly as we can. I don't know if strategies have changed, but you know, when I last played, basically you just keep rushing until you get to the next. Okay, I'm gonna bone armor up. Alright, so you see there it encases you in this cool bone armor thing, and basically, yeah, as I was saying, if I remember correctly, you just kind of rush through whichever champion or elite group you can find. That's about it. So kind of ignore all the rest of the trash mobs because they are active waste of time, I guess, when you're rifting. You just kind of want to get the globes that these champions and destroy. So I've kind of adjusted a bit more to the gameplay of the style, which I guess is to spam skeletal mages as we run along. Just have something new. So your maximum is always 10. I don't know if it's always 10, sorry. The legendary item I have might be buffing it somehow. Okay, but the good thing is, once you have a lot of corpses, you can kind of just like do a massive spam right click thing, and you know, corpse explosion kills enemies, and those enemies leave behind corpses, which allow you to do more corpse explosions, and it kind of just like, you know, chains on. So you can sometimes just right click your way to victory, but through those massive groups of mobs sometimes on some of the Act 5 maps where they're just massive amount of mobs. You can kind of just keep spamming right click, and before you know, the whole screen is clear, which is pretty cool. Like, and it doesn't cost any resources, I mentioned before, like none of the traditional resources, more of a byproduct resource. As I mentioned, as you spam skeletal mages, you get to generate more corpses. Really awesome. If you have the legendary, thingy of my roach, the Rouch. I'm terrible at lore. I don't know if he's like a very significant character, but anyway, Circle of Roach, you will be getting so much value out of every skeletal mage summon, because you're getting now 2 skeletal mages instead of just 1, which is really, really awesome. So I'm a noob, so I forgot to bone armor up, but bone armor's cooldown is only 10 seconds, which means that you should be spamming it pretty much whenever it's ready. It is a bit hard sometimes though to talk and like kind of do all this clicking. I'm a noob, okay. I'm not MLG gamer stuff, so let's set item. Let's continue on since there are no champions or elites. That engagement there. This is the jail map. Pretty good. It's got high density. And bone armor up. And you see there's a little bar above the bone armor icon down below in the skill bar. So action bar, skill bar, I don't know. In this area basically, yeah, and that can kind of tell you when you should be armoring up again. So we have all these corpses which I can just kind of spam by click and emerge victorious, for lack of a better way of explaining it. No elites. We had a pretty good start, we ran into 3 packs straight away, but we're running a little bit dry right now. So yeah, my strategy seems to be just summon skeletal mages while I run along, and when I actually end up getting the engagement with enemies, I'll then use my flame spikes to hit them, as well as generate more essence, which how we can then continue on spamming skeletal mages. Because I realize that Essence sitting at maximum force is pretty useless. You want to spend some of it. Because you can't quite spam skeletal mages as quickly, well, I can't spam them as quickly as I would like to. So you kind of want to have some of them around while you're playing. And I forgot a bone armor up again. So corridors are of course really good for this bone armor, bone spikes, because they travel in a straight line. But corridors are also really good for corpse explosion. Just hitting everything that's standing around in that area, which is good. I haven't told you about. So there, I would use the Army of the Dead, which I should have used on the first elite or champion attack that I came onto to maximize my damage output. You see, I forgot because I was rambling along. But yeah, basically the other thing you can do with your skeletons is ask them to focus down and block. So, as an example, they're currently focusing on that guy there, but kind of ask them to minions attack, and they will kind of just go ahead and proceed to try face pummel with their cool little swords and stuff. So yeah, let's bone armor up so we don't lose the buff. We're gonna ask him to focus down Evil Eye the Ghastly. We're gonna spam our skeletal mages. And let's freeze the Jesus out of everything here. So you see that with the corpse explosion we got more kills, which allow me to do more corpse explosions, and skeletal mages upon dying or expiring will leave behind corpses. So there's a lot of value out of that you can get. Once again guys, if you're going to play Diablo 3, do get a heavy duty mouse because you're going to be clicking a lot. Like seriously, you just, yeah, I don't know how else to put it, you're just going to click a lot. So much clicking involved.
Not enough essence. Do not fear the end. Not enough essence.
A worthy foe.
Then focus that guy. That guy, the big guy. The one in the battle. It's not a paladin. Kill him. The corpses, you know you want to. It's dead already. Didn't get to do. I wanted to lure him to this area where there's just like a shit ton of corpses and explode them all in his face, but he did not want to play ball on that one, I'm not gonna lie. Did not quite turn out how I wanted to, but I like that.
All must serve the Saxon. cycle.
The thing about corpse explosion is you can't see the corpse very clearly when you're just in the middle of it all, so you kind of just have to guess and right click and kind of hope for the best. I know it does cast that little circle, as you can see there. The little circle kind of detonates everything inside it, but sometimes I find myself kind of just frantically clicking at anything on the floor and seeing it for a rep, so it's kind of like a guessing game, if you will, like where's the corpse kind of thing, and hoping that you just get hit with your right click and that figures it off. I'm not sure if there's any way to make it more clear or more obvious where they are, but if there was, it would be really helpful. I could see where the corpses are exactly. Having said that, in heat of battle, we probably aren't able to. I don't know if you're able to make decisions based on that. Who knows, right? If we can't see them, we also don't know if we can plan it or play it better.
This world can abide you no longer.
Dude, you're like going out of the game, come back inside. Alright, we should be one pack away, just there's away with 99%. The wardens, the Rift Guardian spawn. There he is, the devil. It's Erathon. Yeah, Unreal Dead's not up, which is making this fight a lot more grindy than it has to be. I guess they can't just give up both the skills in time. Come on over here, everyone. You know you have to. Good job, minions. Just keep him over there while I just spam away, I guess. I want to use some corpse explosions. TP and get the dodge how to heck. Level 67, handing this in should get us to level 68. Yes, thank you. 2 more levels to go. We can try out our cool set items and see how that improves the situation for us. Okay, that seems kind of better. Good old Blackthorns. I need a socket in that. Yeah, all this gear gets pretty pointless right now because we're going to be upgrading really soon to level 9. I tried two-handed stuff, but it didn't feel good at all. Of course, you hit for more damage, but the slow attack speed just made summoning skeletal mages slow. It made the corpse explosion slow. It felt very unproductive having slow but hard hitting damage, so that's why I decided to go for, what do you call it? Yeah, that's why I just decided to go for one-handers, and plus you get to use the Necromancer offhand. Speaking of which, I just want to see if I can discount a token. No. It's weapon, is it? I believe it's Phylactery. I already have a level 59 one. Let's just craft one and see if we can get lucky. And it is poo-poo, so let's get rid of that. Let's open up one more rift. Hopefully we'll be able to hit 70 off this rift.
Brave the rifts, and you will be well rewarded.
This is just an awesome scene, isn't it? Like, I'm one dude, but there's so much going on the screen because of all the minions I've been summoning. This is cool that you get to almost just kind of run around and observe the battlefield, if you will. Okay, let's ignore all these guys and find our first champion. Okay, there we go. Armor up. Lethal mage going. I guess the good thing about open maps is that you can leave like massive areas of corpses around, so makes your fighting, I guess, more versatile. I mean, then again, in corridors, everything's focused down one corridor, so it's probably even easier there. But I don't know, just thinking out loud about the pros and cons of open areas for Necromancer versus narrow corridors. Go, second hack. Armor up. Focus on fire, please.
I don't like the look of that.
You don't like the look of what? Two groups. Handle that. You're such a whiz. One Templar, where do they train you? You throw any balls on that? I'm kidding, guys. The Templar's great. He's, you know, faithful companion. On free stuff when you get out of here. Yes, if you're wondering, Bone Spikes does go through walls. Hilariously. But I guess because they're coming out of the ground, so it doesn't. It's not like very illogical for that to happen. Whereas if you're a demon hunter, those walls are definitely gonna stop your bolts. Let's be honest though. Evil mages are falling low. Let's get it back to 10. I decided to jump in for a party, but we've got a little bottleneck going here, which is good. So kind of control the flow and ebb of enemies if you're not getting frozen yourself. For the corpses go. Focus, heading down. Armor up. Oh, sucked in. Get out of that freeze range. Oh! Yep. Right where I want you. Both down at the same time. Right. For that army of the dead. Well. Oh, I can't wait to see if the set actually significantly reduces the cooldown. Because if it doesn't, honestly, I'm probably going to be dropping Army of the Dead. It's like a 2 minutes is just too long to wait for. You know, a minute is like really pushing it for me because, like, why do you want a skill that you can use out of every 3 packs of champions and the rest of it is and then plus, why would you want a skill that you can only use like 1 out of 3 of them? Because it's on cooldown while you need out of 20. See you later, alligators. I'm going to the next stage. That was not as nicely clustered as I liked. For sure, almost ran out of Here we go. Attack. Focus down. Freeze him. Oh, this should be good. Oh, almost dead. It's fine. We got it. We got it. Dead. Imagine its normal cooldown. How good would that be?
I must wait longer. All must serve the cycle.
narrow corridor. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The corpse explosion chain kind of just pays off by itself. Alright, we're level 69! One level left to get to Sweet 70. On Sweet 70, we'll rock out the new set and see how things are. Dead, focus them down, do some corpse explosions, lock them in place. Of course, never forget the bone armor. Freezy. Come on, guys, work harder. Alright, got him. My playing so far on public test realm, I have come across the treasure goblin packs, and it was gratifying to say the least. The ultimate pinata experience. Pinata experience to end all pinatas. Just hitting them left, right, and center, and watching them chuckle and giggle as they drop loot and gold and gems and stuff. It's really awesome. Definitely one of the best things to look forward to when playing Diablo 3 is coming across the pack of goblins, treasure goblins. Might be a little bit short on experience if we had to sort of going out to like farm human mobs. So we have a double pack here going. Let's armor up, focus down one of them. We'll get a good spot here. Oh, looking for the corpses. Not hitting anything there. Let's go for Army of the Dead now here. And hopefully that's given us a few corpses, which allows us to do a little bit of explosion, freeze some of the place. Yay, we did it!
My
We
bag
killed
is
him!
full. There is no room.
Hero confession. That sounds juicy. Let's quickly identify this and see what it is. It's the member of Twilight, as expected, I guess. I mean, it's been a long time since I played, so I did not expect that personally. But I assume if you've been playing all this while, or you just have really good memory, you would remember that that arc would be the member of Twilight.
That needs to recharge. The grave beckons. That is not possible. My bag is full. My essence is too low. This world can abide you no longer. I am overburdened.
Okay, after this elite pack, we should be good to go. Ah, there's two. Alright, let's bring it on. Let's do this.
Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
Looks pretty interesting.
All must serve the cycle.
We managed to get a good corpse explosion chain going off while Army of there was going on there. Didn't quite manage to kill them all at one go, but seems to have dealt enough damage. Let's go a lot quicker. Okay, let's get out of here.
Returning to town.
Your skill has grown.
Oh my god, are you serious? Frick. I'm 5 million short. This is tragic indeed.
I got some new things. You should take a look.
My god. Guess we just have to run like the first bit of the next rift and get to level 70, get back, gear up, and go back up. Sad times indeed. Let's get rid of this hell. Then let's do a quick scan for any upgrades. Sure, take that. Pants, no. Shoulders, why not? Mace, nah. You get a new good weapon soon. I have Vigilante Belt, which doesn't do reduces cooldown skills by 7%. Something I think we should probably keep for now. 20. Nah. Okay. I think we're done doing a quick scan. Ooh, this is a two-handed. Never mind. Get rid of the rest. Quickly open the portal so that we can level to 70 and then try the new sets. Okay, let's go in.
Enemies of the necro.
Yay! We hit level 70. Bunch. Go back to town. Alright. It's time to get rid of this shit gear. I say shit, but it's like... it's been serving me pretty well. Don't know what that's doing there, but anyway. Okay, let's put on our set. I don't know if we want 6 pieces. Why not? You gotta go full set if you want it, right? We're getting Paragon levels. I guess we don't really want the experience edition. We want something else. Okay, let's put all this on. Sweet, so we can just put the remaining stuff on, I guess, which is the... my belt, go Vigilante belt. Okay, I had these gems. I don't even know what the highest level of gems now is. Topaz. Oh, thank God it doesn't like take you a million years to craft stuff anymore. Okay, is this like the highest it can go to now? Still? Okay. Whatever, guys. I'm just gonna shove a bunch of gems in here. Okay, I'm gonna need 5 of these, so... maths is not good for me at this hour of the day. 5, I already have 1. I need 4 more, so we got, what, 3 to the power of... 4? What am I rambling on about? It's just... oh, crap. That's right. It is 3 to the power 4, which means this number needs to be 12. Is it? Yes. Maybe. No. I don't know anymore. Let's see what we get. Okay. We got 6 there now. We can make 3 of these, and that gives us 1. What? Oh my god! I think it's 27, isn't it, for 1? It should be 9. Should be 3. Alright, goody good. So let's shove these in there. What do you want in the helm? Helm reduces our resource costs, reduces cooldown. I think we want a diamond in there, right? We want to get reduced cooldown to see if we can really push the limits on the army for the army of the dead. So let's see if we have one of those lying around. Oh, this set looks pretty juicy. It's all bony. Okay, yes, we have high level diamond. So I imagine you kind of want to whack the cooldown skill reduction. I don't know all the theory crafting, so I don't know the ideal cooldown reduction that you want to get to. I know all the really good maths geeks will be crunching the numbers on the forum, so you guys probably check that out. Cooldown reduction 32%. Who knows what that means and where the breakpoints are? We'll just wait for them to come out with all that. Let's get rid of all this junky gear. Yes, you've served us well, but we shall no longer be requiring your services. Okay, it also means we don't need to pick up anything other than legendaries and set items, the status quo. Okay, so let's check out the bonus. So now our minions have a chance to reduce the cooldown of Army of the Dead by 1 second each time they deal damage. I also have 1% damage reduction for 5 seconds each time one of your minions deals damage, max 50 seconds, so it can go up to 50% damage reduction. Pretty cool. Each active skeletal mage increases the damage of your minions in Army of the Dead by 200%. So if I have 10 of them out, that will be 2000%. Seems pretty solid, but only for Army of the Dead. We'll see how this works. I mean, it feels like a pretty all-in strategy. Either Army of the Dead is fantastic, or it's gonna flop and kind of flounder around and suck up the rolls. We're doing damage in the millions now. We could probably change T6 or something. We need to find an elite. Okay, there's an elite. There's Army of the Dead. That was an instant kill compared to how we're floundering around earlier. Let's see if our Army of the Dead is going to be fast cooldown. Minions, do your job. Kind of saw it jumping a little bit there. We should set up a stopwatch and kind of time that, I guess. The average cooldown reduction that it will give us. Of course, we need to do one with the gear we have now, so that because it's most likely strictly not going to be 2 minutes, right? It's going to be something less than that because we already have cooldown reduction already. But we'll then want to compare that with, having the minions out and stuff, and how that improves. Why am I still picking up rares? Get out of my inventory. As I was saying, we'll want to see how that further improves our actual insta-giving everything now, because level 70 and that set is just OP, I guess. I actually put in a bunch of really high level gems that do stuff rather than the low level random stuff I've been doing. Do not fear the end. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get a stopwatch and I'm gonna just sit here. Let army of there just sit here and just time how long it takes to refresh by itself. It's gonna be a pretty uninteresting 1 minute plus, I guess, while we wait for it to cool down. Okay, no enemies in sight. Let me get my stopwatch out and see how it goes. Okay, let's start timing the stuff. So, timer here, let's cast, I'm with it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this will be an interesting thing to check out, I guess. It may also depend on how many skeletal mages you have out and how many attacks they're landing. Probably to do with your attack speed, I don't know. Are they on a set attack speed, or they probably attack the faster you attack, so Necromancer probably wants a faster attack speed if you're rocking out with a set and you want to get more value out of the cooldown reducing passive skill from your set here. And we already crossed the 50% mark. We're only at about 42 seconds. So I imagine we're good for about 1.5 minutes right now, about 90 seconds, maybe just shy of that for our natural cooldown. And I've got about 32% cooldown reduction right now. A new skill slot is available. Right, so we have a passive we can choose. I will choose that in a bit later. Okay, we crossed a minute. We're about 1 minute 15 seconds now, so it looks like it's going to be 3, 2, 1. Okay, 1 minute and 20 seconds, which is what we have now, which is 81 seconds. What we're now going to do is I'm going to have to multitask somehow. So 1 minute 21. I'm not in a party. Whatever, I typed it there, we can see it in the video later. 1:21. Not a valid chapter recipient, sure. Okay, we're going to summon a bunch of skeletal mages, go into battle, summon Army of the Dead, and start the timer. And actually get stuff to engage with. Crap, I'm probably gonna have to re-time this. It's not the best map to be doing this test on, because the enemies are sparse. The other thing is probably gonna depend on this enemy density. You know, like a really sparse map, it's probably not gonna work out well. It's okay, we crossed the halfway mark and we only have 30 something seconds. It is kind of doing its thing. Set armor.
Don't like the look of that.
Guess we probably need a little bit of a harder difficulty to give our minions stuff to hit a few times rather than just kind of everything melting away. Alright, and I missed Army of the completely. Okay, but what I can tell you is that the time has only been on for 1 minute and 12 seconds and it was already ready. So we're gonna have to do that again. I kind of got a bit distracted with everything else that was going on. Okay, Army of the Dead ready. Take 2. with minions. So I'm in there, start the timer. Things are dead already. Okay, awesome. Counter pilot. I don't know how. This is probably not gonna help us with our experiment. Shit, guys, it's hard doing experiments. What can I say? Another Condor file. Oh my god, Templar relic. Yay, gee, thanks. I guess this is now kind of just for the lulz.
Your death nears.
Seriously? Ah, it's up there. Okay, we just crossed the 1 minute mark, and army that looks almost ready. And that's in at 1 minute and 12 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna do this once more because I think that was probably not a very good, not a very accurate indication. So I'm gonna summon my skeletal mages. I'm going to reset my stopwatch. Okay, we'll cast under the dead, start the timer, and run and kill more stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna focus on casting skeletal mage and generating essence without putting it. Apparently I do. Good essence. Focus on killing him. Hard. And looking at this timer, which should always have 10 skeletal mages out here. And okay, we just got Army of the Dead online. 46 seconds. So yeah, that took us from 1 minute 21, which is 81 seconds, to 46 seconds. So that was a total of oh, maths is so bad right now. 35 seconds reduction. That seems pretty solid. I mean, that puts us in line with, you know, kind of like a one big active permanent thing. That could make the 50,000% weapon damage one viable, since it's so spammable now. Instead of the kind of control one, which I've gone for here. Because I remember I mentioned I wanted this one to get better control of where the enemies are. But if we're getting it every 46 seconds, it could be totally viable to go for this one, the unconventional warfare. As opposed, because I mean it's 4 times the amount of damage, isn't it? I mean that. Yeah, this one's physical as well. This one's physical. Yeah, it's 4 times the amount of damage. Should be pretty cool. Alright, but that's pretty much it. I'm going to see if I can... Let's teleport out here. See if we can increase the difficulty and just see what it looks like.
The blood runs through.
Are we gonna crap our pants because it's so difficult? Okay, let's leave the game and start a new one. T6, here we come. Okay, let's see how rough this gets. I definitely need a better weapon, that's for sure. Let's switch to the unconventional warfare and see if that helps with our burst damage. Because I mean, ideally that's really what you want it for, right? I mean, I think I've got enough control, crowd control options already. So what we ideally want to do is help ourselves with more burst damage to take out like difficult targets. There you go. Did the Army of the Dead do anything at all? I didn't see it connect. I swear I aimed it at them, but oh well. Yeah, I've got a lot of damage reduction going on, so that's pretty awesome. It's gone. And it's gone. They tick up pretty quickly though. I'd say that. And, yeah, the stacks just build really quickly, especially if a lot of speed. Man, this ring, this circle of Mirage is like a very, very important item. I think it's literally gonna be, you know, probably gonna be one of the best slot rings for Necromancer going for minion. Okay, I see the Army of the Dead there, dude. Just those little rushing ghost thingies. Literally the Army of the Dead, guys. So literal. Much more. Down. Let's go searching for our next. That Templar just constantly dead. He probably is, because I haven't geared him up or anything. Poor guy, he's like running in battle and basically kamikaze himself. He's so juicy and weak right now. Let's try and see if we can find our next elite pack. Meals on wheels. Whoa, guys, come on. Everyone. Whoa. That was pretty intense. T6 is not to be trifled with. I was foolish. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. My all resists are probably lowest. Holy crap right now. And that is not helping. So
give it more time.
out of that blast. Okay. Army of them managed to What is our resist all at? It's kind of okay, I guess. Not the best. Excuse me. Hey guys, I originally wanted to finish off this rift, but I feel like it's gonna be a bit grindy to watch. I really need a much better weapon than this, that's for sure. These guys hit pretty hard. Let's see if I can cheese my way through this. Are you happy to see me? Come on, freeze, freeze, get out of there. No, no, ah. Okay guys, I think that's a sign. We're gonna revive in town. We're gonna close the portal. But yeah, I think the set, the at least 2 set. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna rock out with the entire set, but I would say the 4 set option might be good. Gain 1% damage reduction for 5 seconds each time when deal damage. Seems pretty solid if you can build a 50% damage reduction stack. I don't know if I would really want the 6 set though, because I mean, yeah, you get a lot more Army of the Dead damage, but for 2 pieces of armor, you probably want to try stack more cooldown reduction. Yeah, I forgot which items exactly give you, but anyway, and yeah, we ideally want to get some other. I mean, what is this? How is this piece of crap here? Yeah, we need to get some better gear before we can attempt T6 rifting. But once again, I'll do that in my own free time, so you guys don't have to watch a lot of terrible grinding going on. And let's see what this is. It's the same one, but looks kind of the same. It's percentage life, corpse lance. Yeah. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. You know, hope you guys are looking forward to playing the Necromancer. I find it pretty fun. We'll try out some of the other sets next time. And I will definitely try to get a better weapon, because this is a level 61 weapon, which is not cutting the mustard here at all. It's not. I'm not getting it done, and I probably need some things that give me a little bit more resistance, or resist all elements, to get things going. Yep. So that's it for me this time. I'm going to be taking a break, and I will see you guys next time.